Joshua Strange, what would you consider an international marriage broker? We met on I met my fiance through AsianDating.com. It seems like nowadays they're presuming every site is a marriage broker, unless you give them the terms of service or whatever. But we've also seen in writing, I think it's something about the site only charges the Americans and doesn't charge the foreigners to be on the site.
Right. They seem to ask. Most people meet online that do these type of visas. There's a small percent of people who meet, because the American was overseas as a student or a tourist or working or something, but that is actually a small number. Overwhelmingly nowadays, people meet online, and so meeting online itself is not a problem. And then as for the International Marriage Broker Act, IMBRA, they do want to know, kind of the burdens on you. If you're using our service, we'll coach you through that. But basically, what it comes down to is you go. All the dating sites that we've come across now have been the ones that specialize in these international dating. They've been asked this so much that they have information on their site that you can print off. So basically, they want to see information that shows that this is not an international marriage broker, which typically, kind of the very, don't quote me on this, but the very rough definition of an international marriage broker is, somebody you're paying to personally facilitate finding you, brokering, a marriage. And dating sites are not quite that. They can be, though. A dating site could be structured in such a way that it is, but most are not. And that one is probably not. I don't know for sure, but I would go search on their site. If you don't see the information, look in the terms of service. It's generally in there. It basically comes down to: are you paying to broker a marriage here, or are you just paying to meet singles and you're not paying for success of a relationship, but also usually the women are free, and that's one of the things that kind of gets around the Marriage Broker Act. So. Again, I don't want to start paraphrasing the law because it gets a little tricky, but most dating sites are not, and all of them that we've come across do address that subject somewhere on their site that is sufficient for you to print out, send in with your petition, and kind of check that box. Now, if you do send in your petition, of course you have to indicate where you met. That's one of the questions, and of course you're always going to be honest. If they're not happy with your answer, they're not going to deny you. They're going to send you an RFE and say, hey, show us that this is not a marriage broker. And then you'll have another chance to address the topic. So do your best at addressing it. If you're using us, we'll help you with that. Otherwise, don't fear. Put your best foot forward. If they don't like what you sent, they'll give you another shot at it. Now, getting an RFE, which is where they ask you for that information, that will cause you a delay, but it won't cause you a denial, or it doesn't increase your chance of being denied, as long as you can sufficiently answer the question. And we've not seen anybody denied for this, but a lot of people get an RFE for it. Get asked about it. They ask about it, you answer it, and then they seem to just move on. They don't dwell on it, is what we've seen. And to date, I don't know of anybody ever getting denied. In fact, there's nothing wrong with using a marriage broker. If you use a marriage broker, you just have to provide some additional information. But it's not illegal. It's perfectly okay to use a marriage broker. There are still a lot of them in Russia, Ukraine, the old Soviet bloc countries, for some reason, are big on the marriage brokers. They're completely allowed, but there is some extra documentation you'll need if you did use a marriage broker.
If you found this video useful, it would mean a lot to us if you could hit the like button and comment below to let us know what you think. You can also ask your own immigration questions in the comments below. If you want to make sure not to miss any of our future videos, we invite you to subscribe here on YouTube and be sure to click the notification icon so you can be alerted whenever we publish a new video. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, where you can watch our regular immigration Q&A live streams.